Each speaker will present for approximately 35 or 40 minutes, followed by a question and answer session at the end. So, and also, all the participants, we encourage all of you to take the notes and also think of questions to ask during the question and answer session. Your engagement also the important. So now, I would like to introduce you to our past speaker. Our past speaker is Tayade, Mr. Thomas Bloom, a dedicated teacher for ETB at the Gotha University from Germany. He is currently teaching the English through the Buddhism, to the monks and also lay students at the Bilin Monastery, Sanyang Township, Yangon in Myanmar. Tayade was also the ITBME student, so I know now, but before I did not know that. So I'm really glad to see you, Tayade. So Tayade Thomas' innovation approach not only the aim and language acquisition, but also the enrich the understanding of Buddhist principle. So today we all will have a special opportunity to delve into the fascinating connection between language and spiritual in our discussion title, sharing mini talk from English through Buddhism club. So now, I would like to invite to Tayade. Okay, Tayade, I invite you to present, to begin your insightful presentation. Thank you. Thank you, Tayade.
Yes, thank you very much, Udin, for your kind introduction. I usually start my lessons also here in Bilinchang with a traditional way, saying Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa Sutta. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato
Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa.
So, respected Sayadaw, respected Sangha, respected Saikama, respected Saika, respected Sayale. I was asked by my co-teacher to join this group, and she already given me the topic, which I happily perform. What I did is I make some short video clips of my teaching. So I have 4 pieces. If you are boring, I will start with one and then I will have another one. And then I kindly request you to criticize me. If you find something good, you may say it is good, but if you find something that need to be clarified, you please kindly tell me. Don't be touted. I'm happy to get some corrections. So let me start with the first video clip. Namo Tassa Bhagavato and I will repeat for you in English, please. Request the video clip. We start with Pinya. They can see this? Right view. No. Right view Samadhi. Right Asankapa. Can they see this clip? Yes. Right speech Samawacha. Right. I want to ask the audience, can you see the clip or can you not see the clip?
We cannot see this area.
Not yet. They cannot see, I told you.
Trying to share again.
Anyone? Okay, this is the last one on the beginning. Now, ask them if they can see or not. Sorry, we
Never mind. Take easy. We are okay now. We can see.
now you can
Okay.
see.
Okay,
Oh.
okay, we can see Siaji.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Respected Sangha, we repeat from level 4.
Thomas, sound is a bit too soft. Can you a bit louder, please?
In English, please. Oh. You know already. We start with Pinya, right view, Sammaditthi, right thought, Samma Sankappa, right speech, Samma Vacha, right action, Samma Kamanta, right livelihood, Samma Asiva, right effort, Samma Vayama, right mindfulness, Samma Sati, right concentration, Samma Samadhi. You know already from level 4. I will put again here, right view, right
Okay.
thought, so this is
So,
right view and right thought come to the with so the pinya. You know, you remember we have dana, sila, samadhi. Dana, sila, pinya. Sila, samadhi, pinya. Dana, sila, pinya. Now we finished already with the dana. We have to talk more about sila, but today we talk about the pinya factor. Pinya can be translated as wisdom.
okay, Siaji, some participants are talking, they cannot hear the voice, voice is too low.
Or insight. Wisdom.
So what happened? When we say that, can you raise it, the volume?
Or insight.
No, okay. Yes. Anima. Masima.
Yeah, already. Okay,
let it be.
I will
Okay.
wisdom or insight. Now kindly everybody.
Is it better now?
What is the meaning of pinya? What is the meaning of wisdom? How to achieve wisdom? Who wants to start?
Okay. Now we can hear.
It's much better now.
Siaji said he will share 2 clips or 3 clips. This clip already finished. Now we got it. Siaji explained about Sila Samadhi. Anya, he asked that his student to explain how he understand. Good. Share another.
Yes.
People don't know the word kam. Hello, Syama.
We will speak today. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma. So,
Good afternoon, all.
respected Sangha, hello Syama. We will speak today, I intend to speak today about Dhamma. Now, the first thing, interesting, Western people don't know the word Kamma because that is Pali. And they also don't know Kan. Kan is Myanmar language. Kan and Kamma Matibu. They know only Kama, Kama, which is Sanskrit. So
Okay.
when you speak with them, please make sure this, I don't like Kama. This is Sanskrit. This is not the Buddha's word. So
Yeah, Buddha's Pali.
we need to speak with Pali. So I will start now and show you something.
Not very good.
So you can see here, you can see, I will read for you. Can you see?
Yes.
Okay, Pali, Kamma. The translation is action. You know? Now listen carefully. I will read for you because later you have to give the discourse. Kamma, correctly speaking, meaning wholesome and unwholesome volitional actions, kusala and akusala, cetana. So kamma is cetana, kamma is action, kamma is akudo and kudo, volitional and unvolitional action, together with the mental factors, making us for rebirth and shaping the destiny, the being, making the destiny for the future. These Kama Setana, so Kama Setana, not Kama Vipaka, Kama Setana. We have three, you know, all we have Kaya Kama, Vasi Kama, and Mano Kama. Actions by the body, actions by the speech, and actions by the mind. Huh? So we don't mean with Kama, we do not mean with Kama the result. Kama Vipaka, we don't mean the result of action. This is a misconception. Later we will talk about Kama Vipaka, but now we talk about Kama Setana. The Buddha said Kama is action. Here is the words of the Buddha, volition. Please remember this word, volition, Setana. Note down this word, volition, Setana. This is action, the Buddha said. So, now, where's my, I would stop this now.
Now ask him, Shadow,
Okay.
we have 2 more clips I can do. I can stop here, or I can do 1 more clip. What
Okay.
you
You can do Xiaoji as you like.
1 more clip I will play.
Yeah. Okay.
Last one is Uwan Asiri together with our friend Asiri about the Brahma Vihara. Please explain kindly explain the Brahma Viharas for Samadhi. Bhuvanasiri, you want to start, please?
Dhamma that means Dhamma there are 4 kinds of Dhamma
Dhamma, very good, very good.
Firstly, loving kindness. It is a mental factor called Atosa,
Dhamma.
which for the without all beings without making a distinction between that or that person.
Without making any distinction between this or that.
Yes.
Dhamma.
Contemplating may all beings may they be free from danger.
Yes.
Yes, it is loving kindness.
Dhamma.
Karuna is Karuna means compassion. When we go out, other than when we see someone who is suffering, at the time you want to help them when they are suffering.
Dhamma, very good, very
Yes.
good.
Uvanasiri,
sorry to interrupt you.
yes.
May I ask one exam question already? Why Brahma Vihara for Brahma Vihara? How connect to Samadhi?
How connect to Samadhi? Yes. Yes. When we are contemplating loving kindness, our mind is peaceful.
Very good. Yes.
At the time, we can get the best concentration.
Oh, good answer. Please, Amiyaji. Now, Asiri, please explain for the other Brahma Viharas.
Okay, sir. It is third one is mudita and fourth one is upekka.
Yes.
Mudita means it is opposite to the jealousy. If we can be happy, we are training in that meditation way. We have to be happy from what others is. If somebody is happy, we should also be happy for them.
Yes.
That means it is against to the jealousy.
Yes, very good.
The fourth one is upekka. Upekka is equal mind about everything. Difference of the if what we like or we don't like that, there is no difference. Equal to
Asiri, we say even-mindedness.
Evil mind to everyone and everything.
Good. So we can choose mudita, upekka, karuna, metta for samadhi, right?
Yeah. We can choose one and do it. And it is also there is some connectivity of all four, like four, because if we have kindness only,
Yes.
we can do be happy for other what makes others happy.
Yes,
like that,
yes.
there is some connection between all those four.
Yes, I agree. Thank you very much, Asiri, for your comments. Now we come to the closing minute. Okay. Pharaoh and respected Sangha and listeners, I think this is enough of the clips now. I suggest two things. Either you can start asking me or giving feedback or whatever you like. I'm happy if you ask me or if you give feedback, I'm happy for that. But let's start. If somebody, Pharaoh or Sangha or Luke, if somebody wants to ask or criticize or appreciate, please, you can talk now.
Yeah, Tayade, thank you very much for your sharing. It's a way of teaching very interesting, like a student-centered approach.
Yes.
As a student obedient.
Yes.
Student had to think out the past. Student must know the meaning of certain subject. And then second one, he had to think how to speak in English. That's a very good way. I really appreciate.
Thank you, sir.
The first, the student must have some certain qualification for the English language. At the beginner level, maybe for the student a little bit difficult. No?
Yes.
Level is quite good.
Encouragement. This is my intention, Sarah. This is my intention. You see, I use the example if they meet the foreigner at Schwedegonpriya, Schwedegonpriya, the foreigner from Germany or America, they don't know anything. So they have to start from the very beginning, from Tayade or Sangha, what is this? So they have to, their English knowledge is sometimes very limited. So that's why my opinion is they have to learn the English better to explain about the Dhamma. So this is my intention.
Good. Any comment?
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Sayadi, for your, the presentation. Okay, so.
Not finished. Respected Uzen.
Yeah.
My time is, how's my time? Is it, how much time do I have?
You can take the 35 minutes or 40 minutes.
Oh, now. So I have 10 more minutes, yeah?
Yes, you can. So if I would like to, if there are anyone
please.
to ask a question to the CRD, okay, please. You all can share with the CRD Thomas Brands.
Yeah, I have.
Free to share with the CRD Thomas Brands.
I have a question, Pombo and Sir Thomas.
Okay.
Thomas, this is me.
Yes, I know.
I want you to share now that you've been learning yourself, teaching online, teaching at home in Germany. I want you to say something about the challenges you are finding when you are teaching Buddhist monks.
Yes,
what do you think are the most challenging things? Because we are supporting Pong Pong with the English, so if we are sharing here and there, we could make a better life, easier life for Pong Pong and ourselves. So can you share us the most challenging things when you are teaching Myanmar monk?
I will try.
Yeah.
You see, the Myanmar education system is totally different from the Western system.
What?
The Myanmar Punji and the Myanmar Lu, they are in the habit of learning by rote. You understand? Learning by rote, learning by heart. Learning by heart. They are very, very good. If you ask me to learn something by heart, I forget it after 5 minutes. The Sangha, they are very good with that, But what they are missing
is the, how to say, is the flexible answers or the flexible speech. They have to give the Dhammadesana, right? If you give the Dhammadesana, you can do, but the foreigner, the Medieval, they don't understand, and they don't want to listen to this learning by heart. They want discussion, interactive communication. So I try to enforce this way of doing. And that is a big challenge because the Sangha, they are not used to that, they are not used to that at all. So is this answer satisfactory? Any more?
The challenge is like the way of learning system, very different.
Very different, yes.
So how do you think, what is the strong point of learning by heart?
Well, I know Pariyati and Pati. Most Sangha, they do the Pariyati. And when they do the Pariyati, they have to learn all the Digha Nikaya, Anguttara Nikaya, all the commentaries by heart. It is good. Some if they don't learn by heart, the sasana will be lost. That's what I believe the Sangha main duty is. Even the Buddha Gautama and the first, how you say, when the Arahats meet, they have to, Ashenananda, he was the best, So Buddha Gautama approved this very much. But my point is you have to combine Pariyati and Patipati. This is my opinion.
Okay. Bakil, you can ask, please.
Okay, is there anyone to ask the question? If you have any queries or comments, you can feel free to share that. Share you, Thomas. Don't hesitate. Raise your hand.
Don't be shy, please talk.
Yeah, of course.
Guten Tag.
Hello, wie geht's?
မင်္ဂလာပါဆရာကြီး First, I would like to ask this question, especially because you're a German. When I'm learning the psychology, most of the psychologists, well-known psychologists, are coming from Germany, such as Erich Fromm and Erik Erikson. That was a long time ago. And then I have the question that why all those smart people, especially the psychologists, scholars, are coming from Germany? And then, so that's my question. And then after a while, it's cut off, and then the psychology trend goes to America. Now America is ahead of most of the country. So, Siaji, as a scholar and as a Buddhist scholar, how is your thought?
Well, you see, are you Siama or not? I don't know how to address you, Mame. You see, the biggest psychologist was Erich
Fromm?
Erich Fromm and Freud, Freud.
Oh, Freud, yes, Sigmund Freud.
Sigmund Freud. But they are out of date, see?
Yeah. I'm learning from them.
They are not relevant. I don't like Fromm is okay, but Freud is, now the modern teaching is a behaviorist, as you know, behaviorist from America.
Yes.
And they just are very similar to the Buddhist teaching, or they come close to the Buddhist teaching. How to change your behavior.
CBT?
CBT. How to change your cognitive mental setup. How how to speak politely or how to do things like that. So you are better in society, you are better with your family, things like this. This is real rational psychological training. Those guys from former days, I don't like them too much. That's just my opinion. Others will contradict, Mame. Especially
Yeah.
yes.
Yes, I totally understand. The actually all this therapy and treatment can one side can fit for all. So we have to carefully select who we look at.
Yes,
But
yes.
what you say is completely right. American psychology CPT is mostly quite related to mindfulness therapy, which
Yes,
is
yes,
Buddhist way of teaching.
yes,
And but they are not fully peaceful
No,
yet.
no, they're not the Dhamma. You see, the
No,
Dhamma is one thing, and psychology is another thing. You can come close to each other, but you cannot mix it up.
exactly. And also today I read one of those short article on internet. She is telling about loving kindness is hard, compassion is hard. And she says so because when you love or when you care someone, you have to think for them. When they are
Yes,
crying, you need to be crying together for them. Without compassion, you cannot cry. So I completely disagree with that. And because as a Buddhist, I still can love, I still can have the compassion, but there is ignorance. Ignorance is like we we do not we do not completely ignore. We care with boundary. So what about your opinions, Sayai?
well, to be honest, I'm not a psychologist, and I'm a Buddhist. And as a Buddhist, I pay respect to Tayade Sangha. I don't mix up. I respect psychology to a certain extent, but I don't mix up these two. You can be a good psychologist, you can be a good teacher, you can be a good laborer, you can be a good administrator. That is all possible. But that is one thing. The other thing is Payadea Sangha. That's another story.
Yes, I am telling that compassion. We still can also have the compassion. Like that Sangha, our Sangha, when they consent to the people who look up to them, when we are not happy, when we suffer, they must have some feeling upon us. So that's also compassion. It is, I'm not missing with the social contact with the religion, but the religion, the compassion shouldn't restrict the fee. So I am not crossing the line of the religion and social, but we still have to practice anyway how we can care someone we care for and how we can show our compassion when someone is suffering with
Yes,
setting our own boundary.
yes. We always have to prepare practice the four Brahma Viharas.
Yes.
So maybe one more question or two more questions.
In this case, I would like to comment a little bit. Made. Okay.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for the question. You had some scholars said, some psychologists said, some people are getting suffering when they are crying. We should also crying. You disagree. I also agree with you. I disagree with the idea. But in this case, I think the word's ignorance is not relevant to this case.
Yes.
Instead of the ignorance, we had equanimity, upekha, equanimity.
I thank you very much. That is very wonderful because in my mind when I read that article, the ignorance came first. I forgot about the equanimity. Thank you. Thank you, Sayadaw.
Yeah. Because when we recite the metta go chanting, loving kindness, sending loving kindness, awira hondu, abhyavisa hondu, aniga hondu, Truptirani Abrihandu, Dokamo Sandu, Radha Dambadido, Maviki Sandu, Dhammasakaccha. Dhammasakaccha means that just, well, if we can have them, we can have. If we can sit down, we can sit. But we don't need to get separate instead of that. As long as we are able to sit down, able to have them, we can have, we can sit, we can support. But finally, if we cannot do anything for them, we don't need to get separate. We don't need to get accept for them. Just say, oh, all the beings are belong to their own karma. Let them be their own action. Let them be their own karma. And this way, we can practice equanimity. Okay.
Thank you so much for your answer, Sayadaw. Now I know how can I set my boundary through equanimity. Thank you. Thank you. Dankeschön, Sir Thomas.
Never mind. Where are you staying? I don't know. You are in America now?
No, I live in Myanmar.
Okay. So, Sayadaw, can we allow one more question? Then my time is over.
As long as they...
Yes, Sayadaw, you can.
Okay.
You can take.
So, is there any more? I'm happy for any comments like I hear after. Any more comments are welcome. You know? Also, critical comment. There's one who's in. Usangima.
Yes.
Raise your hand. Usangima, please.
There's no additional
As you
content.
wish.
Yeah, you call you by name, so you should say something. And Germany, you already retired?
I'm sorry, what you asking, Sayadaw?
You retire already from your job?
Yes, I'm retired.
What that university you teach?
Frankfurt University.
Yeah.
I studied at Frankfurt University, but I'm retired quite some years now, I'm mostly freelancer. I don't know whether you're familiar with this word, Seattle. I'm freelance. I've been teaching in China. Yeah, I've been teaching in China. I've been teaching Zoom in Myanmar, outside Myanmar, in Germany, like this.
Okay.
Different jobs.
Independent scholar.
Independent, that is the word. Independent scholar, right.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
Manglawa Syajis, I heard about you from my teacher Tom a lot. So I wanted to, you are trying Myanmar monks to be familiar with the interactive discussions. So from your experience, from your point of view, so how much do you find the potentiality of young monk to how to say, like in European countries to discussion? So do you find any potentiality from monks?
That is it for me.
Like us.
For me, as a Lu, I have difficulty answering this question because it will be offensive. You know? There's always possibilities and potentials in everybody. But
that is no.
But you see, the Sangha have so many years and centuries learning in this one way of learning.
So they need a lot of corrections to encompass the other way also. So of course there's potentials, but they have to be trained to follow the sometimes strange questions of the foreigner. The foreigners are very sasudi, you know, they want to know everything. And if they ask the Sangha, I don't know what, if they ask the Sangha something and the Sangha cannot answer flexible, cannot answer to their satisfaction, then they will be disappointed. So the Sangha has to be trained more in this interactive communication.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We should money training like you. Money trainer. Like you.
Yeah. We need to train ourselves as well. More.
He's trying to join this program, ask question every week.
Well, another question is Saroji Dr. Nanda Malabionsas went to German to give a course of Bidama. I don't know how many times. So I want to know the German people, which one do you, through the interest, are they interested in Buddha teaching or Bidama or Sutantas?
To be honest, I heard of this visit of Sayadaw Nandamala. I've heard it a few times. And actually the reaction was very disappointing because very few Germans are interested. They are mostly interested in Mahayana. You have to know. And Mahayana is not the same as Theravada. If they hear about the rituals and all this in Mahayana, they are happy to do. But if they think this Abhidhamma is boring, you know.
Yeah.
Not everybody, of course, but mostly. So I think, to be honest, they are also more interested in meditation. That they are interested. But then they mix up Mahayana meditation and Theravada meditation and Hindu meditation. It's all a big melting pot, you know, I don't like.
Yes. I'm studying Abhidhamma here. That's why I asked the questions. Thank you for your answer, Seji.
Okay, is there anyone? Vanasri, how about you? Any question? Okay, he is from the United States. Okay, I think you may have any question to the CRD. Okay.
Yes, I have another gym. I'm just get out for the gym. That's why I'm enjoying here today. Right now, I'm just listening. I didn't have any opinion yet. So
okay.
Let me listen.
Okay.
Yes, Jason. What? Just listen. Okay.
Is there anyone?
This is Ton. I like to make one comment. Hearing from a few questions from Pong Baku, that Thomas answered, Pomo Vishu also made a few comments. So I think when you found something boring, something which is not interactive, meaning, you know, we had really comprehensive discussions earlier in these talks, meaning we have lots of works to do. So my request here is that we have different levels, different seniority of Pombole, Pomoji, Pomola, everyone's here. These are our representatives of Theravada Buddhism, I understood. So please do something, how we can bridge when you say boring traditional trends or more interesting interactive approach or whichever is suitable to have limelight in modern world. I think we have really lots of works to do. So I would request all Pompong here and all the Lu who learned a lot of Buddhism, please do something. Please try to find good ways. We're not simply talking about problems and difficulties. we should be able to arrive certain levels of solutions and, you know, all these problem solving stuff. So please, please. I myself is a very late bloomer. I just started learning from my students, Pumpo, and now attending Thomas class. So very beginner, but you, Pumpo, really our ambassadors of this religion. So please, we should move on from here. We cannot get stuck. That's my request to you all, Pumpo and Pamunji and Pumunle and Siaji and Siale, everyone. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, no Pomonji, only Pomole. Okay. Then we should put another speaker.
Okay. So thank you, Siaji Thomas, you know, for your enlightening presentation, also for your addressing our question. Okay, it has been a rewarding experience, you know, the learning from you today. So thank you so much, Siaji Thomas. So let us move to the another speakers. You know, before we move to another speaker, you know, I would like to introduce you to the second speaker. Our second speaker is Dr. Truptirani B. Tayade. Okay.
Is he here? Yes.
Okay. It is a great pleasure that I introduce our esteemed speaker, Dr. Truptirani B. Tayade. She is an assistant professor in the Department of Pali and Buddhist Study at the Savitribai Phule University in India. Okay. Dr. Truptirani B. Tayade brings a way of knowledge in Pali and Buddhist study. So today, Dr. Tayade will be presenting on the Dhammasakaccha, you know, International Level Student Conference 2025 that will be held in SPP University in India. So now I would like to invite to the Dr. Truptirani B. Tayade to begin your presentation.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Vandame Bhikkhu Sangha.
Sadhu, can you
Respected Venerable Visuddha.
Yeah. Can you turn on your video? Can you turn on your video? Hello?
Am I audible, Venerable?
Already?
She has
Hello?
already.
Dano.
Okay.
Video, you can turn on video or not? Is it okay? Video?
Am I audible? Hello?
Hello, I can hear.
You can hear, Venerable?
Sorry, he asked to open the light to see your face clear because of the dark light, I think.
Okay.
Venerable, am I audible now?
Yeah, teacher, you
Okay.
have already opened your camera, but we can't see your face clear because of the dark light, I think.
Yes, here there is some
Yeah.
issue with lights. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see clear now. Thank you, teacher.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Am I audible now?
Yeah, you are perfect, Professor. Please go on.
Okay, thank you. Respected Venerable Visuddha.
Yeah.
Respected moderator of the session, Venerable Ashin Indachara. Participants, all my dear participants. With due permission from the respected moderator, Venerable Ashin Indachara, I begin with my talk. At first, I would like to thank Professor Saya Thomas Brune for his wonderful talk. Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful session. So today I am here with you to share information related to our International Students Conference, which we call as Dhammasakaccha. So at Department of Pali and Buddhist Studies, Savitribai Phule Pune University, every year we organize this students conference, International Students Conference, which we call as Dhammasakaccha. We are very much familiar with this word. Dhammasakaccha means conversation about the Dhamma. Okay. We also have a verse in the Mangala Sutta, Kalena Dhammasakaccha etam mangalam uttama. So conversation about the Dhamma from time to time is the mangalam uttam. That is, it's the highest happiness, it's the highest blessing. So in our department is in Department of Pali and Buddhist Studies, Savitribai Phule Pune University, Pune. Our head of the department is Professor Mahesh Devkar, and he always motivates us to always do something new and carry out ideas and execute those ideas. To begin with the information related to our Dhammasakaccha conference, we have been organizing this conference continuously, regularly since 2014. Even before that, since 2008 to 10, we had this conference in our department. But after 2014, we are organizing this conference on a regular basis. Now, the main purpose of this conference is, the main purpose why we are organizing this conference in our department, in our university, is to provide a research platform to the students of Pali and Buddhist studies. So students who are in the field of Pali and students who are in the field of Buddhist studies, this research platform is for them to share their research findings. Most of the time we observe that there are conferences, seminars, symposiums which take place, wherein we see we have academicians, we have professors, faculty members who are presenting papers in those conferences. But we had this idea that we should also give a platform to the students who can participate and present their research findings. And we are organizing this conference on different themes. Since this is the 12th year of this conference on a regular basis. So we had different themes in our previous conferences. Initially, we had our conference on Pali and Buddhist literature and culture, then pillars of Buddhism, then applied aspects of Buddhism, Buddhist narrative literature, Buddha's biography in different traditions, then Buddhist commentarial literature, then interdisciplinary role of Buddhism, then Buddhist literature, prospects and challenges, which we had in this year, 2024. And in this year, we have selected a theme, Buddhism, a way to conflict resolution. So this is a theme which we have selected for this year. And for this purpose, we invite regular bona fide students of academic institute who are pursuing their research degree, PhD or MPhil, or who are doing their masters in any subject which is related to Pali or Buddhist studies or allied studies related to Buddhism, and also students who are at the undergraduate level. So we see to it that a student at each level try to write something, try to think and put his views or her views on paper and try to write a paper. So we also have students, we have students who are participating in these conferences from different countries. Like we have students from universities in Sri Lanka who presented their papers. We have students from Vietnam who presented their papers, Korea, Taiwan, USA, India. The students are participating in this conference and presenting their research findings. They interact with each other. In this way, they learn to interact with the students in the field of Buddhist, field of Pali and Buddhist studies. They learn to interact with them. So in this way, we have students who are showing their interest in participating in this conference. And after Corona pandemic 2020, we also organized our conference in online mode. And after Corona pandemic, 2-3 years after that, we organized the conference in hybrid mode, both online and offline mode. So in this case, we give facilities to international students to present the papers in online mode. If they request us, then we give them opportunity to present their paper in online mode. So we have this conference in both offline and online mode. But students from India, they have to participate in offline mode. And even international students can participate in offline mode, but they can also participate in online mode. So you can send your abstracts. The last date for abstract is 15th October. By that time, you can prepare your abstract and email us. So sub-themes for this conference, our Dhammasakaccha conference, the sub-themes are Buddhist perspective on language conflict. Then we have role of Buddhism in dealing with social and communal conflict. Then Buddhist solution to religious conflict and fundamentalism. Buddhist outlook on political conflict, war and peace. Buddhist teachings on harmonious personal and family life. And Buddhism and interfaith dialogue. So these are the sub-themes of our conference, and you can select any one theme and try to relate it with the main theme of the conference and prepare your presentations and your abstract. Nowadays, we see this conflict everywhere in our society, right? Like, for example, when we consider ourselves as a part of the society, we consider ourselves as like being an individual person. I am related to the society around me. So we have conflict. We see conflict at all levels. We see conflicts taking place within a family. We see conflicts taking place in the society. We see conflicts taking place in a community. We see conflicts taking place in a state, in a nation. In the country, we see conflicts taking place at the national level, at the international level. So these are the issues which needs to be considered in the light of the teachings of the Buddha, as in what the teachings of the Buddha may offer as a foundation for the understanding of the conflict and conflict resolution. So what is the root cause of this conflict? Now we see wars taking place. War is taking place. So now when we think of this, the war actually begins first in the mind of the men, of human being. Where does that war begin? That war begins first in the mind. And then from that state, from that mental state of the war, from that war as a mental state, it is being transferred to the external world. It manifests. So if we need to look into this mechanism where we can give some solution to what we can do for putting a halt in this war, what we can do. So we need to first see this mental state, where that mental state, the point where that war begins. So we need to have the mechanism, a defense mechanism for that particular state Okay, but this is a gradual process, but at least we can put a thought based on the teachings of the Buddha, how we can have some mechanisms where we can have a nearby solution or close to solution to put an end to, or to reduce these conflicts which we see which are going on in our surroundings. So as we have clearly seen that conflict first begins in the mind. That is the place where the origin is. The conflict first begins in the mind, and then there is a process where we learn to manage the mind, where we learn to manage our own mind and try to reduce the conflicts within. So there are conflicts within, there are conflicts outside. So both way there are conflicts. The way we have Venerable Buddha Ghosa's verses from on based on which we have this Visuddhimagga. Anto jata bahi jata, jataya jatita paja, tam tam gotam puchami, ko imang vijataye jatampi. Right? There are entanglements within, there are entanglements outside. So who is the one who can get rid of these entanglements? So then the answer is Sile Patithaya Narosapayo, the one who is established in the virtues. So this is how, so this topic which we have selected this time for our conference is to make students think on what we can do to put an end to the conflict resolution. And in the process, it is also important to put an end to the conflicts within us. And this is basically this Dhammasakaccha conference, the conference which we organize. And this basically this conference is a celebration. Celebration of what? It is a celebration of process of critical thinking and academic writing. So we need to be a part of this thinking process. So when we have, like, we participate in so many celebrations, when we have celebrations, right? We participate in those celebrations, we enjoy those celebrations. But such celebrations where we are engaged in critical thinking, where we are engaged in academic writing, where we are engaged in thinking process, and be a part of a collective thinking process where we can churn something new, churn out something new, which can be beneficial to the entire society, which can be beneficial to the individual, first at the individual level, and then one individual together becomes one society, the beneficial to the society, and ultimately beneficial to the state in which you live, to the country in which you live, and to the whole world in which you live. So we feel that students should be encouraging students to be a part of this thinking process, to be a part of this critical thinking, to be part of academic writing. We encourage students from all the universities. We have this conference at the international level. So we encourage all students, all bona fide students of that university or institute to participate in this conference and make this conference a success with your participation and with your valuable inputs. So finally, we also have the way we can look at conflict resolution from the teachings of the Buddha. We can share one example. For example, Buddha had always given a social solution to a social problem. Whenever there was when we read a Pali text, we see that the teaching style of the Buddha, we come across the teaching style of the Buddha, the way Buddha teaches Dhamma to everyone, but the way he teaches Dhamma, seeing the person who comes in front of him, Buddha teaches that person in that way, accordingly. So we have one reference in our literature wherein there is this old person who is being thrown out by his 4 sons, and they are not ready to take his responsibility. That old man sees their father's responsibility. Then this issue is being taken to the Buddha. The Buddha sees that man. And what Buddha does, Buddha calls those 4 children and he calls them in front of the whole village because it is a social problem. Like we see here that when Buddha meets that old person, Buddha doesn't directly say that, oh, you sit for meditation and all your problems will be solved. So wherever there is a problem which is related to mental conflict at the first stage, then there is an advice of the Buddha accordingly. Now, when there is this social conflict, there is this social issues which are being taken into consideration, then Buddha gives a social solution to that problem, and Buddha makes his 4 children understand with the help of the people in the villages. And that is how we see the teaching style of the Buddha in resolving the social issues, resolving the personal conflict, resolving the family conflicts, right? So these are different type of conflicts which we come across, and we get references to those. So what we expect from student is that when we say Buddhist literature, we see we have Pali literature, and we also have Buddhist Sanskrit literature. Right? We have Pali literature, and we also have Buddhist Sanskrit literature. And because when we say Buddhism is Theravada, Mahayana, Vajrayana, all 3 different traditions together make Buddhism. So we students from Buddhist Sanskrit literature, students who are studying the Vajrayana Buddhism. So you can try to see the references from the literature which you are studying to get the access to the teachings which reflect on the conflict resolution. So this is what I would like to say. And one more thing, when we see the how to resolve the conflict, we get a very beautiful verse in the Dhammapada of the Yamakavagga. In Yamakavagga, we have a very beautiful verse number 5. Na hi verena verani sammantidha kudachana averena cha sammanti esa dhammo sanantana. So hatred is never appeased by hatred in this world, and it is appeased only by non-hatred. And this is the eternal law, that is the esa dhammo sanantana. So I thank you all for patient listening. And I thank Venerable Visuddha for giving me an opportunity to share the information related to Dhammasakaccha. Thank you so much. When you come to India, please visit our Department of Pali and Buddhist Studies. We have many courses in our department. We have courses in MA Pali, MA Buddhist Studies, PhD Pali, PhD Buddhist Studies. We have integrated MA Pali 5-year course, integrated MA Buddhist Studies 4-year course, wherein we have Pali and Buddhist Sanskrit literature as well. And then we have our interdisciplinary courses, allied courses, such as Buddhist Theravada, Applied Psychology and Ethics, Applied Mahayana Psychology and Ethics, Ambedkar and Buddhism, Socially Engaged Buddhism, Classical Tibetan. All these courses we offer at in our department. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Truptirani Tayade, for the enlightening presentation on the International Level Student Conference 2025 that we had in SPP University. Okay, now you provide with us on the International Level Student Conference 2025, and you also provide a comprehensive overview of the the Buddhist way of conflict resolution.
Yes.
So also you mentioned that there's some Pali passages. Okay, thank you for the enlightening presentation. We now have opportunity for the question. If anyone is curious about the International Level Student Conference 2025, and also if you would like to know about the Pune University, and also if you have any specific inquiries for the Dr. Tayade, please feel free to share with us.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor. Truptirani, how should we call you? Truptirani or?
Tayade, I think so. Tayade is right. The pronunciation is right, Sama. Tayade or Tia?
Tayade. Yes. Tayade.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Truptirani, like this.
Truptirani.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming and presenting. Very happy to see you before. I thought you were the gentleman. Okay. The first time, the attitude that nowadays the war is taking place, the war, maybe likely World War that, World War III, no? I never thought that these conflict, these crises, and no concern, no, we cannot do nothing for them. Just pray and certain level kind of not concerned with us. But now, after listening your presentation and your Dhammasakaccha, we also should contribute in some way. And something is better than nothing. So we should do something. Okay, that's it. The first time that idea came to my mind, to be honest.
Thank you, Venerable.
Yeah, we should consider, we should think of that. Yeah, complete solution. Okay, other one.
Okay, anyone? Samaji, Dr. Kaimatron, how about you? Is there any question?
Oh, I'm not doctor. I'm nobody. I'm just more. Yeah, thank you for giving me a chance. Yeah, I have a question for Professor. It's not really a question, it's an appreciation. Because I've been learning a lot from my students. Some of the Dilashin who started doing the PhD in India now. I learned that there are quite a number of international conferences here and there, and you all are taking Buddhism to another level. International circuit, but started looking at Buddhism in many various contexts, not only in religion, relating religion to society, education, politics, love and peace, all sorts, we name it, it's all there. So I'm really happy now that you are also talking about your research platform and the details program. So I'm really glad. Hope our Pompong here today, students here today, if they are not ready yet to participate, but still it will be very much beneficial, interesting for them. If you can share some of the links that what you discuss, what you talk about, your research papers or executive notes, something, that will be really good for us. We shall be able to look at together, and who knows, we may be ready for your next conference, not this one. Yeah. So through this TVG talk, I would request Professor, if you can give us any links and contacts that we stay in touch and keep learning online or Zoom. You guys are walking over there. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We have shared notification of our conference with Tavagu Education Center. In that notification, we have given email ID where students, if interested, they can share their abstracts, and we can surely be in touch. Yes.
Thank you, Professor. You are very kind. Good luck to you all. Keep up.
Thank you so much.
Yes. We will catch it up. I don't know when.
Okay. Okay, I think the one Xiali will ask the comment the question. Siama. Okay, you are welcome, Xiali. We cannot hear.
Sorry.
Okay, we can hear.
Okay. Firstly, I like to thank you all, Siaro and Siama. I also interested in Bali. I'm learning Bali in International Theravada Buddhist Missionary University as I'm a student. I'd like to ask one question to Siamaji, because one of my dreams is also doing PhD course in India. So please, may I know your recommendation which university should I join, or which study should which subject, what kind of then should I study? Please let me know, Siamaji.
The Pune University is the best university. Is that right, Siama Tayade? Siama Tayade, is that right?
She may not understand Siama. Maybe she didn't Siama Kaima.
Okay.
Professor,
Professor, yeah.
Professor.
Okay. The question is for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is asking you.
Okay. Okay. Vandami Venerable, Vandami Sister. Thank you for your question. In our university, Savitribai Phule Pune University, we offer courses in PhD Pali and PhD Buddhist Studies, both. So whenever, most of the time, the notification for international students to get admission in PhD, you can get the information on the university website. This is one thing. But you can also be in touch with the department. You can be in touch with me. You can be in touch with Professor Devkar, and faculty members of our department, wherein they can inform you about the openings, when there are openings for PhD, if you want to register. So the first way is to go through the university website, and we have our details there. And you can also contact me if you wish to. And whenever there are openings, we can let you know. I will give you the contact details of our office. And also, you can email on hodpali@unipune.ac.in. That is the best way to get the reply, because whenever any query goes to our head of the department, Professor Mahesh Devkar, he makes it a point that he gives an answer to your email. So hodpali@unipune.ac.in. I will share the HOD's email ID with the Venerable Visuddhi. Venerable Visuddha, I will share the email ID of head of the department, hodpali@unipune.ac.in. So you can write your query related to your PhD to Professor, and he will reply your query. That's for sure.
Yes. And then let me say openly, is there any scholarship for the international student?
That scholarship we need to have, we need to talk to the international center of our university. So there are two ways. Either a student comes through the fellowship, which that student is being awarded from some university or some organization. And there is also another way, but for that we need to talk to the international center of the university, because the admissions of the international students are processed directly through the international center.
Okay. Thank you, Professor.
Okay, thank you, sister. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hello, Venerable.
Yes. May I ask a short question?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. I want to apologize, Venerable Siaro and Tavagu and all the scholar and teacher. Yes, my question is that, and not only my perspective. Yeah, and I apologize, or is wrong. This is my weakness. Yes. I will start my short question. Yes. Yeah. In our Myanmar country, Buddhist community, many like scholar, Buddhist literature, and over the scripture yeah, and a meditation master, yeah, and like literature master, not scholar, yeah, many, but in around the world, yeah, and better know and a better example, ideology like I want to say in that Tibet Dalai Lama and Vienna and Sikh-net, right? And like in Goenka and Ambedkar, like that. And in I want to say in Myanmar is many scholar like yeah, master meditation master very popular, yeah. And around the world, a little know, people little know, like maybe I show like in Tibet Dalai Lama like is the yeah, the ideology and technique idea and people better know and why, you know, that answer, no? Example, in our country, money, yeah, I already show meditation master like in literature, Pali literature, scholar, money. But around the world, people better know like Tibet Dalai Lama ideology, idea, like technique, and like answer, yes. Why this is the I want to get at the answer. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. This is my own perspective. I want to apologize or yeah, this is my question is wrong and understand me. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, I want to get answer my question. Yeah, thank you all.
Okay. Thank you, Venerable. So if I have tried to understand your question, it is you mentioned about the meditation masters and the meditation culture in Burma. There are very good meditation teachers in Burma. That is one part of Buddhism. And another thing you said about Acharya Satyanarayan Goenka teacher, Vipassana meditation teacher. Next, you said about Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, who is related to Buddhism. And then you're saying about His Holiness Dalai Lama and Buddhism. Is it right, Venerable?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So your question is related to all basically to Buddhism, and in Buddhism, wherein we at this point in this point of time where we all are in this century, in this point of time where we see Buddhism, it as a spread of Buddhism, right? For example, initially we had like in Maharashtra, particularly in India, in Maharashtra, we had Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, who did a mass conversion in 1956. And because of him, many people turned to Buddhism in Maharashtra. That is one aspect. Second is after in this time we had Acharya Satyanarayan Goenka, who is the pioneer in India, responsible, who is related to Vipassana meditation in India. So, and then we have His Holiness Dalai Lama, is a very well-known figure in the field of, in the world of Buddhism, and meditation masters in Burma. So we need to look at it in a way wherein they all try to build up, wherein they all try to give something to Buddhism or to keep the Buddhism alive and make it more, spread it across the wider people, for means what I mean to say, they tried the best in their own capacity to make Buddhism reach a common man. So whatever was best which they could do in their own existence, they tried to do it. So we need to have, we need to look at it in a way where they try to take Buddhism as a standard way of thinking. Buddhism as a standard way of thinking, but they tried to take it in their own capacity, the way they looked at it in that particular situation. For example, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar looked at it from the social point of view for relieving the social suffering of the people. He directed people to the teachings of the Buddha. Acharya Satyanarayan Goenka tried to look at it as a mental liberation, and he tried to motivate people to do vipassana, wherein they can look at their own mind. But so we need to take all these thinkers together, because they are in a way trying to make Buddhism convey Buddhism to a common man. They are taking Buddhism to a common man. They understand that Buddhism, the teachings of the Buddha, is the only solution for peace in this world. Then we have His Holiness Dalai Lama. Now, when we see Dalai Lama, His Holiness Dalai Lama, the entire structure in which His Holiness is operating, it is related to Tibet, it is related to a particular area in which he is operating, but still the support which is there, it is of the Buddhism. And in Myanmar, which we see, a country like Myanmar, also a country like Sri Lanka, these countries like Burma have preserved these teachings since long, when we take back to like Lady Sayadaw and all they have tried to preserve the teachings in Myanmar. So everyone in their own capacity, in their own world, I think we need to take the teachings of everyone together. So that is my opinion, Venerable, regarding this.
Thank you so much, teacher. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, Venerable. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Samadhi. I think you may have the question before this month he opened his video. Okay. We cannot hear your voice.
Tayade, did you ask me?
Yeah.
I didn't raise. I didn't raise my hand.
Because okay, and then you open
okay.
your camera, so I think you would like to ask something.
I just want to show Professor my face.
Okay. Now she may.
Nevertheless, it is my honor to have such to receive such a beautiful talk from Professor. It's really amazing, and so I would like to ask you, Professor. I have son. My son is 10 years old. What if my son asks me one day, the war is so much of conflict and unresolved tension, why it is happened? And then how can I explain him how to keep the loving kindness, or not even to myself, even from the kid from the Gaza, especially to those non-Buddhism? How would you approach to tell that to keep their mind calm, and what is the conflict management by Buddhists, by Buddha, but not talking about then religion, because talking about religion to them or to non-Buddhists, it may create more tension in their mind. Could you please answer that question kindly?
Thank you so much for your question. So at first, when a child 10 years old, when a child is 10 years old, and there is this question, because that child sees that there is this war and all things, and that child asks a question, it is out of a curiosity, and that child is expecting an answer from his elders. So in that case, we cannot directly give that, we cannot directly say that child that these are the teachings of the Buddha, these are the teachings of the Buddha, because that a small child is not in that frame of mind to understand that. Okay, that is the first thing. Second, what we can do is, now these little children, some or the other time they fight with other children, right? Sometimes they fight with their mother, sometimes they fight with their siblings, sometimes they fight with their friends. So we need to identify, we need to take a note of these incidents. For example, if a child is fighting, now that child has already asked the question, right? So then after some, no need, for example, directly answering that child, okay, or identifying one situation wherein that child is coming in contact with such incident, like a child fighting with another child, that he has taken my book, he has taken my pencil, he took my biscuit, and then they are fighting. So at that point, we can make that child understand that, see, this is a fight. This is a fight. And these are the states which can lead to a major fight, right? So you should not fight, because war is also a fight. And this is also a fight. This is a small fight and war is a big fight. Now, how will you solve this little fight? What will you do? Now he said, no, that person hit me, so I will also hit him. Then if you hit that person again, that person will hit you again. Then you hit them again. So will it stop? He will say, no, it won't stop. Then what can you do? What can be done, right, in that state? So in his own language, with his own actions, we as parents need to approach the child. So that's what I feel. And in the beginning stage, where we can see, whenever a child is engaging in any fight at any level, we need to give a chance to the child to resolve the matter among themselves, so that they can become friends again. What can be done? So this is a small fight and war is a big fight. And we can also have some, if we really want to, so that's what I feel. And then there are some jatakas also. There are some jatakas where we can give those jatakas to small children, wherein they can learn from them, where parents need to tell them the stories.
Yataka story, 550, right? Yeah, I usually read the story together with my son.
Yes, that
a
can be
bedtime
done.
story.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Your work and your school, university is really advanced and creative. And I never imagined myself will be sitting with this monk, because the religion, when we talk about religion, is a little bit old-fashioned, but it's really enlightened my mind. So that's not old-fashioned, but we are reaching in advanced too. Thank you, Professor.
Okay, thank you, sister. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, is there anyone?
Professor, if there's any Myanmar student in your university, in your department?
A few years back, there were some students in our university, but Myanmar, yes. We also had Venerable Kusala, and Venerable Chandima Bante, yes, in our university, few years back. Yeah. Right now, we have students from Vietnam and Thailand. And a few years back, we had students from Taiwan also, and Korea. This year, we have students from Vietnam, Korea, and Thailand in our department. Yes.
How about the school fee? For one degree? How it goes?
Yes, fees, it is again through the international center as per the university norm. And if you need the details, I will see to it that we send it to you through our office staff and with the response from our head of the department. If you give me your email ID, we can try to send you the details.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Professor?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
this is Tone again. Yeah, I like to make another request. Now that you're talking about conflict, you know that we are in number of conflicts, disasters. We are here today in Myanmar. So when you talk about education costs and all, it's really high. Honestly, it's really difficult to afford all these postgrad studies overseas. If your university or any other university in relation to ICCI offering scholarships and all, could you please keep us posted so that we should be able to, cascade the information to Pompo Siale and they should be able to apply for the scholarship. That will be really helpful for us, Professor.
Yes, surely, sure. Yeah. I
Thank
will
you.
to Venerable Visuddha. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, Venerable. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Nguyen Tran from the United States. Wait, is there any question? Okay. If you have a question, or you can ask.
Yeah, thank you, Theodore. I don't have any question. I'm a new one. I'm just
Okay. Okay. It doesn't matter if you have any question about the Buddhism or Pune University or about the conference. You can, ask the professors. Tayade.
Professor, some conference they fully undertake the presenter for their travel expense. The fully conference will provide the food.
Traveling charges,
Yeah.
Students, for students, traveling won't be paid by the university. Student have to, if students wants to attend the international conference Dhammasakaccha in person in university, we can provide accommodation, but traveling charges won't be paid by the university.
Okay.
Yes. Because for student conference, it becomes very difficult.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you will provide accommodation and food also.
Yes. For accommodation, they need to pay a basic room charges, which are very Indian, maybe 500 rupees, Indian 500 rupees or 1000 rupees. Yes, only that much will be there. Yeah. Basic university charges.
Right.
Yeah. But traveling charges won't be reimbursed. Yes.
So how many participants usually join this conference?
Last year, we had 102 participants. 102 participants, and out of 102 participants, 85 students presented their paper. 85 students presented paper, 102 students participated. Maybe because of some last minute issues, some students were not able to join or they couldn't make it. So 85 students participated.
How many presenters?
How many presenters? 85 paper presenters total.
So how many days take place?
There are parallel sessions when we take parallel sessions. One session is of undergraduate, one session is of postgraduate, and one session for research group. So we have parallel sessions and 3 to 4 sessions. It starts from 9 a.m. in the morning to 7:30 in the evening.
1 day.
1 day conference, parallel sessions. Yeah.
In English or some Pali?
English language, English, Pali, Sanskrit, any language you can use. Yeah.
So it means that the presenter can make presentation in Pali language?
Yes, it is. Presentation in Pali language can be done.
Oh.
If a presenter wants to present a paper in Pali language, it is welcome. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The audience understand most of the.
What?
The audience? The listener?
Audience?
Yeah.
Yes, audience, because we have separate, we have a hall, right? But there are many students, our students of the department, students of other departments, they also come to listen to papers. Yeah.
It's me, the body language stay alive. They're using in your university.
Yes.
Oh, okay, happy to know that before I learn. Right. Good. So our venerable trying to present.
Okay. Is there anyone to ask a question or comment?
Yeah, I have a question, Venerable. May I ask some question?
Okay,
to the
you are
professor?
welcome. Okay,
Yes.
you're welcome.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Professor. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the Indian accent. No. Yeah, I don't understand all of your talking speaking, but I'm trying to understand your talking, your presentation. But very perfect your presentation. Okay. My question is our Buddhism is Theravada, Mahayana, Vajrayana. This said, in India, which Buddhism more popular in India, Theravada or Mahayana or Vajrayana? Yeah, this is my question, Professor.
Okay. Now in India, we have Theravada as well as see, ours is a academic institute. So being in the academic institute, which is related to Buddhism, we offer courses which are in Pali. A separate, we have complete one branch of complete Pali and one branch of complete Buddhist Sanskrit literature. So this is how we operate in the department. Now, as per the social level is concerned, we have both Theravada as well as Mahayana. Why? Because you can see that there are some monasteries, there are some viharas which are only Theravada viharas. Okay. There are some viharas which are only Theravada viharas, and there are some few viharas which are related to Mahayana viharas also. So both are there. So maximum you can see there are monasteries which are very small monasteries, small viharas, which are related to Theravada. And there are also few monasteries which are related to Mahayana. Both. But Vajrayana Buddhism we don't see in India. In India, we don't see Vajrayana Buddhism. We see that Buddhism only in Nepal or that part of India. No, that part in Nepal, not in India. Mostly Vajrayana Buddhism is not there. But now we see some monasteries which are also there. Yeah.
It is only Theravada Mahayana, right?
Yeah.
What?
It's only Theravada Mahayana in India, right?
Yeah, Theravada, Mahayana, both are there. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your answer, Professor.
Related to monasteries, we can see different, some few monasteries are there which are related to Mahayana Buddhism, and there are many monasteries which are related to Theravada Buddhism. But here, as an academic institution in Savitribai Phule Pune University, we are having a inclusive approach, holistic approach, wherein we try to understand what is there in other tradition also. For example, when we do research, if we want to study the parallels, or if we want to edit a text, for example, there is one sutta which we can find in Pali literature. The same sutta you can also find in Buddhist Sanskrit literature. So then what is the difference between the two? How the treatment of the sutta differs when it is in Pali and when it is in Buddhist Sanskrit. So it is to encourage research among students, because there is already a prevalent tradition now. So when we need to study both the traditions.
Okay, Professor, we have only the 4 minutes left.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
thank you so much for your answer, Professor. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Tayade, for sharing your knowledge with us. Also, that this is a wonderful opportunity to learn more about the Pune University, or through your expertise, and also about the International Level Student Conference 2025. So also thank you all the participants for engaging question, and also for being such an attractive audience. If you would like to learn more, feel free to reach out to the Dr. Tayade after the session. Okay. Yeah. And also thank you all. Thank you to our speaker, Thomas and Truptirani Tayade, for their enlightening talk, and also thank you all for being such an active audience today, for the engaging question, and also for the participating in today's session. I'm sure we all leave with a much to ponder. Have a wonderful day. Thank you all.
Thank you, Venerable. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Thank you so much, Venerable. Yeah.
Hopefully see you again, Professor.
Yes, Venerable. Yes, surely.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.